7-6. Shaw fans will remember they won 3 games last year.
They have a flag on the play, which could be offsides Rummel.
Yeah,
which it is. They have a
Very high praise of this quarterback. He's talking about his individual talent. He showed it on the touchdown. The kick is up.
no good.
No good.
He hit it wrong and he hit it hard, but he hit it right.
Shaw players arguing about that call.
The deep man, Rome, will flank him.
Oh, high
A
kick.
super kick which will reach the end zone and go out. Tremendous for high school. And he showed he has a leg on that.
Shaw has to be fired up after marching down the field for a touchdown to open up the second half.
Again, wing T offense. Go ahead and do the speech teacher up here.
Pritchard for about 4 there. Off the right.
6 remaining in our third quarter of play. Roth, hands off.
He might have lost the football. It looked like Rome carried. We'll have to wait here.
I'll tell you what, a turnover here for Rummel will put Shaw sky high.
Rummel's retained possession according to the official, and definitely a turnover here. Would no doubt change the course of this ball game. Rome was the ball carrier there. Took a good shot.
Arnold Wilson made that tackle. Came from his left side, defensive end, all the way down across the middle of the field and hit the front ball carrier.
John, you hit the nail on the head when you said Shaw was fired up now. The turnover right there would have been devastating. Well, 3rd down and 1.
It's a long one. It's close to 2 yards here. Big 3rd down conversion down, the kind that Shaw's been successful on.
Shive in motion. Pitch back, and Shive's got running room. Good block on the outside.
Center for Alabama.
That's saying a lot.
Jay Roth sends a man in motion left. Hands off inside. And Pritchard gains maybe 2 yards on the play.
Rennis Blanchard, number 31.
Same wing T offense. Gardner split wide right. This is a bootleg to the right. Roth
Got it down.
Looked like Troy Lewis on that play.
Troy Lewis.
He came up from his outside linebacker position to pressure Jay Roth.
And once again, they contained the Rummel sprint out, which obviously they had been well prepared for. The receiver was open on the play, but you have to get the pass off success.
I think to win this game, we have to all fire off the ball and make our blocks and don't have any mistakes. I think that, you know, we all have to do our jobs, you know, for this week to win this game.
5:29 down situation. Jay Roth yells his signals out and now rolls to his right, looking to throw. Pressure coming inside. Dumped off, incomplete.
He missed his man. Rome was open for 1st down yardage, but Roth threw the ball low, under pressure.
Barring an excellent punt, they should not be too deep in their territory.
It's
coming
kind of
up
short
to
and
the
low.
30. Near the 34-yard line, where the Raiders will send out their defensive unit.
Number 57 in on the tackle for Rummel, and I believe that's Carroll.
That was Mark Dufresne.
Robert Carroll.
Took the punt for Shaw, lost the field.
The State Jesuit was ranked number 3. Of course, they lost to Holy Cross this past weekend. Rummel, number 4. East St. John, who's been playing without the services of All-State candidate Timmy Bird, is number 9. Carver, number 10. And McDonough, 35, number 11. And I'm going to mention Acadiana, number 12. And the reason why I'm going to mention them, they're not a local team, but John Curtis, a AA ball club, disposed of that ball club 27-7. By the way, John Martin, 14. There'll be some changes in the top 10. Then we go to Jackson, around the left side, and Jackson, just a fine individual effort. Right, split backfield for Jackson. Jackson, excuse me, got a new quarterback in once again.
Big hole for Kane, and he busted it.
Kane reached the 48-yard line on that play. Louis LaRocca's back in at quarterback. Probably giving Jackson a little breather.
Now, Joe Zimmerman is using a change of pace quarterback. Jackson is a rollout passing quarterback, and the young man in there right now appears to be able to move the ball club on the ground.
Good on quarterback, man.
Back again, pivots to the left side. The ball across midfield, 49.
That's Todd Hilbert, number 58, on the stop. Who also got this and got to get back there.
what goes on through a coach's mind right now. Your defensive unit has been backpedaling throughout the night, and the Rummel rated defense is a much better to look at the offensive line. If you can see them from here, watch the way they come off the balls. Straight ahead, pitch back.
Outstanding run, breaking the first tackle, and
In the eye, handoff straight ahead, first down.
Hit up to his favorite back, Warren Smith.
same play. This time it's contained.
You know, you feel a lull in our stands right now. I got that impression as we were going along. I think the crowd is waiting for something big to happen again. And Shaw has the guns to do it. Brian, James St. Germain, number 43 and number 72. Brian
Left way, along with Jeff Lemaire and Tracy make the stop. A lot of Raiders to contain that.
again, high formation. Here goes Jackson back here, and Jackson is smothered.
Tracy Nico.
Situation, 3rd and 12. Look for a pass. Jackson rolls to his right. He's going to look to run the ball. Jackson swings the ball outside, and it's going to be run out short of a first down near the 40-yard line.
He's shown more moves than John
Near the
Dalton today.
30.
Mike Membrano on the stop. He's close to a first down where they marked the ball. Didn't appear like
You've got to have in yourself the will to win. Jackson looks over the Rummel defense, and he's looking at some real horses.
Nice game.
I think he got the first
He may
down.
have gotten it.
I think we're pretty sure that he did get it. Kane just used his power straight ahead.
John, we talked about Kane earlier. When things get tough, they go to the horse.
Well, he's a senior. He's a team leader. He keeps the younger players emotionally charged up, and the younger players look up to him.
One thing that I think should be mentioned, guys, is that you haven't seen many yellow flags on the ground all that long.
Well, when things get to kids that are really pressure involved, can handle pressure situations, that's what's taking place. Jackson, again, roll out quarterback. Look at
Fine
this
play by St. Germain.
Outstanding.
He played off of 2 blocks to number 43, Dave St. Germain, to contain Jackson.
On both sides, Cedric Smith to the left. Here goes Jackson. Good protection. Now the pressure is coming through. The Raiders have him.
That's number 43, James St. Germain.
Jay Roth back in control for Rummel. Here comes number 18 in motion. Pass over the outstretched hands. Shaw defense is continuing to play aggressive. Here we go.
Pritchard.
Straight ahead. Mark Pritchard.
Not much that time.
No, very little at that.
Pritchard ran into a brick wall.
Jeff Pritchard, number 33.
Looks like Leroy Leday, Troy Lewis in on that stop.
Arnold Wilson as well. 10-14 in our ball game. Bye. After their last touchdown. Again, Schaub in motion. This time comes off the Schaub, and the Falcons will pick up the remainder right after this play. Again, split backfield of Rome and Pritchard.
No chance. Oh, great pitch, great pitch.
Rome's got the speed. Rome across the 20. Rome is tripped up inside the 20 yards. Wide right. Schaub in motion.
Blitz situation.
Blitz.
And they barely trip him up.
Important series right here. The ball is marked down at the 15. Second down. We'll call it 8 yards to go for a first down. Jay Roth on account of
Rome.
Rome inside.
Look for the split out here.
Jay Roth pivots to his right. Pitches back. Schaub.
If they'll go with the big boy or if they'll go with Rome. It's Schaub.
Schaub is touchdown. He's in.
And I want to tell you, for the Shaw defense,
They are going for 2.
They are going for 2. They're not even going to attempt that extra point.
looks like Villarubia's checked in at halfback for Rummel.
Jaroff, pitch back, and it is nowhere.
Wide open in the end zone was the lot of him to get much into the ball, in my opinion.
Jackson and Troy Lewis are
Hand
deep.
over and kick coming
There's a
down
good
at the
example.
25. They're going to have fairly good field position. Jackson's got it, the quarterback. Excellent coverage by Jackson, the hard-throwing quarterback, hands off straight ahead to Kane, and he's going to be close to a first down.
Kane has become a big weapon here in the second half for Shaw. Rummel has tried to contain the outside stuff. Shaw has countered going inside with the big fullback, Mike Membrano, on another tackle for Rummel. Shaw with the first down, and I like the call from Joe Zimmerman. No need to panic. Plenty of time in this ball game.
Very good. Looks over the Rummel defensive set.
Pass.
Throws complete across the middle. Quick pass from
That was David
slot back.
David Smith slant in.
And John told you could look for that.
These two Shaw receivers. Hand off to Kane, and this is amazing. Shaw felt the pressure of Rummel scoring and have now come out and have an offensive push themselves.
Kurt Seitzer made the initial hit for Rummel, number 45. Held it to a short gain. Robert Carroll helped. Second down, and let's call it 8 to go here for the Eagles. 5:52 and counting. We'll keep you posted on that clock from here on out.
Of course, our last ball game Cox will cover is the East Jeff Bonneville rivalry, and then we'll pick up the playoffs. But back to our ball game. Jackson on the out. Rummel pitches back. Rummel has it.
No, they're still scrambling for it.
Raiders have it. And Raiderland is hopping.
Not much. Shy.
Too shy.
Rummel scored.
You saw the Shaw defense, and look out! Fumble! Shaw's got it! Just as we talked about coming up with a big play, Jeff Pritchard just barrels through the inside.
Scott Barbier came up with it. A big hit. Pritchard could not hold on. He's usually dependable. He cradles that ball with two hands, but Shaw has come up with a big play, an injury on the play for Shaw. There's a lot of concern over that injury. Let's hope.
And fakes the handoff.
Going long, going long.
He's looking for his receiver. He's got him. Oh, my goodness, he's still on his feet inside the 25.
David Smith.
Great catch by Smith. Number 23.
Smith.
Ryan Dewhurst saved the touchdown. Smith is not getting up. He may have had the wind knocked out of him.
No, Kenny and John, I don't think there's too many places where you can go and where people get off the ground and they're perma down and these kids get after it.
Clock running at 3:50 to go.
Jackson. Hands off inside.
Busting tackles for a good 3 or 4 yard pickup.
Kane.
I don't believe that was Kane. I think it was Juan
Juan
Smith.
Smith, you're right. Thank you for the correction, Kenny. And you're looking right now at an ejected Rummel Raider wide side. He does go wide side. Oh, he's going to be blindsided. He gets it away. Incomplete.
Great defensive play. Great defensive effort by Don Wagner, it appears, number 39.
Now the ball will be put in the air. Jackson rolls to his right. He's got pressure, and he throws it to his man on a fine defensive play.
Well, he has Smith open in the flat. Mistake is definitely a factor here. Pritchard fumbled last time out. Let's keep an eye on the ball handling.
Hoping not to have any mix-ups.
Pritchard this time with a big hold. Oh, a big hold, Pritchard.
Pritchard jumps across, big first down across the 40-yard line.
And that's what you call atoning for remaining for Shaw.
Jay Roth looking for first down, number 2 in this drive. He needs one right here. Hands off inside.
Shaw breaking tackles.
He's close to a first, but maybe a yard shy.
He's about too short. That's shy, though, with a big run. Holding on, not only holding on to the ball, but breaking tackles.
Now, and you're speaking of big names, you've got to look on the Rummel side. Liberto's played outstanding. Scyther, St. Germain.
Membrano has made numerous tackles.
And offensively, Rome, Pritchard's had a good night. It's going to be tough. We've got to pick a player of the week.
Here's the big play here. Shaw has to contain, or it's over. Roth right ahead, first down. That should do it, fans. 35 seconds left. 36 in marching.
This is about Ross. Ross is a 3-year starter. His experience goes to the football team. He has cool under pressure. He leads the team very well with leadership, which is intelligence. Coach Mr. Ross told me one brightest thing about his quarterback is his intelligence. He knows how to run a football team. Right now he's on the sideline talking to the coach after he made that all-important first down. Now all he has to do is sit on the football. Rummel has that first formation Rummel's in right now.
Well, it's a protection. They're going to fall on the ball in case of a fumble. It's a smart coaching maneuver by Coach Roth. Easton Roth, the super coach, and that will probably do it. I don't believe so.
Met Brother Martin, De La Salle, St. Aug, Shaw.
Shaw has a tough road ahead, especially having a rebound against a bad St. Augustine team.
Very bad.
One is his
defending state champs. Here's the countdown. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rummel Raiders.
The Rummel Raiders have just squeaked by the Shaw Eagles 12-6, and I'll quickly go over other action in District 12 party. East St. John 14, Destrehan 0, Erin 34, Luxor 0, Slidell 17-0 over St. Stanislaus, Bonneville 22, McDonough 14, West Jeff 27, Nichols 6, EJ was gone by McDonough 35-30 zip, and Cape was whitewashed by Booker T. Washington 40-0. Next week in 12 quantity, Erin at Walker, East St. John, Lutcher, Slidell, McDonough, West Jeff, McDonough 35, Bonneville, Destrehan, EJ, Riverdale, King Easton, Riverdale, Lutheran.
Well, we've given credit to the players. How about the coaching staff?